Football
Yes,
versus
football versus soccer.
Oh, we have a few people ready to jump on that. All right, so without further ado, football versus soccer. Take it away, lawyers.
If I may jump in here, as a British person who has lived in America now for nearly a decade, I have had a lot of time to reflect on this issue of whether it should be called soccer or whether it should be called football. And after much,
Objection. I don't think Thomas has thought about this at all much before this moment right now.
I have,
Please take it, Pat.
but please prove to me why
See,
I'm wrong.
you see, Thomas is over here being too busy being like, well, how am I going to stay in the country? I got to spend a lot of time not getting booted out of here, trying to get my visa sorted out.
Objection. I don't know if I should go there, but I'm going there. Do you think he's fighting to stay in this country at this moment? Because I'm not too sure about that. Like, I know.
Objection! He's a British football fan. I'm assuming he's fighting. They're always fighting in the stands. They're always creating brawls and whatnot.
Objection. That is very anti-demographical. I was going to call it racist, but it's not racist. It's anti-demographical. Yes, you should not categorize all football fans. There are children who watch football regularly who have only rioted once or twice.
If you're a football fan, you will fight, you will scream, you will defend your team no matter what, which is why I keep saying you guys have really poor.
Objection, you keep saying you to me, and I am not a football watcher. I am not a fan of the beautiful game. I appreciate it in passing, but I'm not a regular fan. So when you keep accusing me, that's like me categorizing you with a whole group of people that you don't belong to. Like saying like, oh, all you fans of...
say I don't belong to a group of people just because you don't want me to belong to a group of people. That is...
Objection. I don't understand what you said.
Objection. Whatever.
Objection. That's not an argument.
Objection. I would just like to put out there. I'm sorry.
Finish my objection.
I'm sorry. Objection. Not to change the subject. I just want to put out there. This whole snobbery about the word soccer is a very new phenomenon. It all used to be called soccer. It was soccer rugby, soccer football, and at some point we decided, oh, only Americans.
Objection. I don't know if that's real or not. And coming from Walter, I can't trust if it's real or not. So let's just move past that. And
objection. Do I look like an orange president to you that you can't trust every word I said? Oh, I'm going.
Objection. We said this wasn't going to be political. All right. You can't say it's not going to be political and then you bring up references like that. So I'm going to assume by the orange president, you were referring to that Cheetah guy who is in charge of the Cheetos Corporation. Okay. And Cheetos are pretty delicious. They're not good for you, but they are delicious. All right. We cannot. That's something.
Objection, that dude is way too cheesy, and it happens that I read this on Wikipedia, so it must be true. There's nothing in Wikipedia that is not true.
Objection, that's not a good argument for anything. If you could just say, I read it on Wikipedia, so therefore it's true, there are lots of things that we would all believe. I would believe that in the television program MASH, that Alan Alda appeared in every single episode for more than 5 minutes, when actually in...
I don't believe that Thomas has seen every single episode of that series.
Objection, I absolutely have, and multiple times. Quiz me. No, do it. Quiz me. Come on. You know MASH better than me.
I don't want her to quiz him. I don't think anybody wants to know if he knows that. Let's just
objection. I want to know if I know that, and I'm making it all about me right now, Evan, if you don't mind. All right. So let's stop.
Pat.
He doesn't want to make it all about him, and well, I don't want to make make it all about him.
Objection.
So
Why not? I am a talented, lovely, special, handsome, tall, beautifully lilting voiced person.
Objection. Hot Lips over here is getting a little too maniacal about himself, and this is supposed to be improv, where it's much more about sending in, the love to everybody else and support for the rest of the team. It's not about me. It's about showing love and support for the whole team.
Objection.
Improv is all about yes ending. It's not about love. Sometimes you can be really mean in improv as long as you're doing it out of yes ending. meaning saying yes and adding something to all of you guys that are
Objection.
Like, not interested.
Literally, what she just said about yes ending is what she did not do with that objection in improv.
And
Objection.
Kevin is the winner. Texas.
I have rebuttal.